Hey, Christina here from the now called Transatlantia, recently renamed, formerly known as American Market Alchemist. Very excited to be here today for the first in perhaps a series of videos. We'll see if you guys like it. But I'm here today, very excited to be here with Thomas Chambon, founder and CEO of GeoRide. Hi, Thomas. How are you doing today?
Great, thank you
All
so much.
right. And Antoine Tanguy, Marketing and Communications Director of GeoRide. And we are going to get into a teardown of their website and really basically analyze it. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, let's get into it. It's
Roast, roast us, please.
gonna be fun. I'm gonna roast you guys and in the most kind and tough love way possible, let's say. Um, just to give you guys a little bit of context here, I met Thomas in New York at an event at La Maison de l'Occitanie, learning expedition, all about doing business in the American market. Thomas is going to tell us about GeoRide, and then we're going to get into tearing down the website, analyzing it, and looking at what can be improved to make it more American market ready, let's say.
Hope so, yeah.
All right,
So,
Thomas, over to you.
yeah, our goal at GeoRide is to make motorcycles smarter and connected. So, GeoRide is an app that connects to your bike to protect it against theft. We let you review your rides, all your rides you did, and give you a great peace of mind for you and your loved ones. So, it's an app that connects to your motorbike thanks to an adapter, yes, that is included in the subscription,
Mhm.
and it's basically around $20 a month.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. Thanks for that pitch there. All right. I am going to share the screen here so that we look at your website. Da, 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 da. All right. Here we are. Got your website here.
Yeah.
How long did it take you guys to create this website?
Um, Not as long as 2 or 3 years ago when we decided to do our first launch in the US, which was a big fail, but it was more like a B2B approach. Now it's more like a B2C approach.
Mm,
But I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 months.
okay.
Um, And it was way easier now with AI than
Sure.
before, than 2 or 3 years ago, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, no, AI
With,
makes a lot of things easier, and I'm definitely a fan of, especially when you're going into, the US market or any market where it's a different culture, it's a different language, using artificial intelligence to make that process easier. I mean, that is just a smart decision. So, yeah, good for you. We're going to look at it. Um, you said you went in the first time it was a big failure. Let's reframe that and say it was a big learning experience.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
it was mostly a big learning experience. Yes.
exactly.
We learned a lot.
Exactly. And it's, you know what? I always tell, I was like, if you get out there and you get it right the first time, maybe you weren't dreaming big enough, let's say. So, yeah, good for you guys on dreaming big, and let's get into it. All right. What we're going to do before we start actually tearing down and analyzing this website, I just want to show, and let's just have a quick look at what this website looks like. All right. Okay, we got some screenshots here. Here's the price. Okay, looks like some testimonials. Getting started. All right. Okay. Okay, so this is what the website looks like. We got all the
Yes,
boring
mostly
stuff at the bottom.
big, but yes.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Let's get up here to the top. All right, so let's see, I'm gonna put myself into the shoes of, let's say, an American client who comes onto this website, and what do I see? All right. Okay, so let's see. GeoRide makes your motorcycle smarter. Okay, interesting, but I don't quite get it. GeoRide protects your bike against theft, lets you review your rides, and reassures your loved ones. Okay, interesting. Protect my bike. Okay. So, what I might say just to start. GeoRide makes your motorcycle smarter. That's interesting, but this tagline, it's a little vague. What I mean is that it doesn't really immediately communicate your product's value. And very often, Americans, they want to know what does the product do for them in the first few seconds. But when I say what it does for them, like concretely, is there a way that you could rephrase this to show that benefit maybe more clearly? Because making your motorcycle smarter, I don't really see the benefit of
Yeah,
it's going to protect my bike.
like maybe it's good to use that sentence for an about page, like
Exactly.
values and
Right.
uh, maybe like on our French website, it's a GeoRide, an app that connects to your motorcycle. I think is
Yeah. It's
yeah.
still pretty vague. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Okay, the pretty obvious thing is GPS tracker for your motorcycle.
okay. And what's the
Also,
benefit for the user? Because very often, and this is what I always, and this is what I saw in the previous session where with a client earlier. Um, that's kind of the feature. What does that give me if I'm the user? What am I concretely going to get from that feature?
okay, the first thing is a big peace of mind. Like only bikers can understand that, but without GeoRide, you would look at your bike constantly and you will think always about it. Like it's really special. Only if you are a biker you can understand that, but you have a close relationship with your vehicle. It's crazy
Yeah.
to see, but it's true.
Yeah.
And so GeoRide brings you a lot of peace of mind because whatever happen, you are notified. If someone touch your bike, you are notified. You can track it in real time, the location of the
Mhm.
bike. And if yeah and yes, if it's stolen, you can retrieve it really pretty easily.
Okay. What about something like, and I'm just brainstorming here to give you some ideas, something like the ultimate motorcycle security system.
Okay, yeah, in the we have something like that in
Okay.
the buy page, in the
Okay.
protect my bike page. Maybe it's
Okay.
a bit more obvious. We said that is the ultimate motorcycle companion,
All right.
but maybe yes, yours is better, I think.
I don't know if it's better, but it's more concrete, let's say.
Yeah.
Exactly. And this, yeah, I like your ultimate motorcycle companion. Again, I might replace companion with something that really communicates the benefit of security here. Because companion, that could be anything. It could be a cover that protects it from the rain. It could be I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't have a
yeah.
motorcycle, so but
Yeah,
something that
it can be
really
like a pillow, not a pillow, a doo-doo, I don't know how to say that. A little
yeah,
thing, for the children. It can be anything with that.
exactly. That's it. That's it. And what happens? I want to say, America, the U.S. It's a very low context culture. What that means is, if it is not explicit, we have a hard time understanding it really, and especially when you're trying to persuade someone, to sell them something, you want them to be able to see like immediately, what is this? What does it do? What's the benefit? And is it for me? And you've got to answer all those questions in like half a second. So yes, something like ultimate motorcycle security system. Um, could be something like stay in control of your bike safety 24/7 or with
Mhm.
24/7 tracking and instant alerts, something like that. Um, it could be even a combination of those. We've got Because what I see here, GeoRide protects your bike against theft, lets you review your rides, and reassures your loved ones. Um, there's a little bit of a disconnect. I don't know, you might want to either change this so that it is focused specifically on the number one benefit, which is protecting the bike. Reassuring your loved ones. I get that that's important, but someone who's buying this product, is that the reason that they're buying it?
The first reason is a peace of mind.
Okay. All right. There you go. GeoRide gives you peace of mind because it protects your bike against theft and
Yeah.
gives you 24 24/7 tracking and instant theft alerts, something like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Which then
And,
means I think
and
we can remove this little ticker here down at the bottom, which I feel like is just a distraction. Already,
yeah,
this might be just a personal choice. I feel like there's a lot going on with the image
yeah,
behind.
you're right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it's
Um,
funny. It's funny you say that about the title because a lot we had some feedbacks that said, okay, but what do you do? Like, is this a GPS tracker? And it's
exactly.
funny because we thought
Exactly.
like it was already obvious, but no.
It's obvious for you because you created it.
Yeah.
Right. But you got to remember the person coming onto this website, they don't know who you are. They don't know what you do. They're discovering you for the first time. And for example, makes your motorcycle smarter. I'm just like, I don't get it. Like I understand it's a benefit for my motorcycle, but I can't visualize beyond that, which means that I can't understand why it's valuable. And when we don't understand why it's valuable, then we don't buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let's go into the next part. So the must-have app for your motorcycle. Again, I think we can make this more concrete. Why is it the must-have app for the motorcycle?
Like there is mm, I think the product is combination of hardware and software, but mostly software. Because like anybody can make a GPS tracker,
Hmm.
but only a few people, a few companies can make a great motorcycle app. And
Hmm.
what make a great motorcycle app is like the features, the amount of features and despite this amount of feature, like the app can be always simple, and
Hmm.
simple, ready to use. So yeah, I would say like useful features, um, very large amount of feature. I don't know,
Hmm.
and
Um,
it's
let,
quite different from the other apps, like the design and the responsiveness, you know.
yeah, yeah. You said something interesting there about easy or simple,
Yeah.
things like that. Americans really what they are very often looking for is things that are fast, simple, and convenient. And in the US market, when you're explaining something, because those are such key values, whenever something is seen as fast and simple and easy and convenient, that increases the perception of value. If
Mm.
it seems complex, if it seems too technical, if it seems like I'm going to struggle pairing this thing with my motorcycle and I don't get how it works, that's going to decrease the perception of value. So it's
Crazy because it's the opposite of friends.
yeah. Exactly. It is totally the opposite. And I feel like and this is not a criticism, it's just an observation of how we value things differently. In France, it's often seen as the more complex and the more sophisticated it is, that's going to increase the perception of value. If I don't quite understand, it must be really valuable because I don't quite understand all of it. That must mean it's fancy. In the US, it's really the opposite. It's if it's too sophisticated, too complex, there's too much technical stuff to understand. I'm going to lose my attention span and I'm going to move on to something else.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, very interesting insight that you have. You're like, it's completely the opposite. Um, so that all of that to say, maybe here instead of saying something that's a bit generic, like the must-have app, maybe we could highlight how quick or how easy to install or to use your app.
Okay. Yeah, I think it would be great. Yeah. We
What would
didn't.
what would be is there an immediate benefit that comes to mind for you? Or immediate argument, sorry, not benefit.
I think there are three main features. Like, first one is the alerts.
Mm-hmm.
You can be alerted by push notification on or phone call, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not really associated to the app. Second thing is the screen just before, like 24/7 location.
Mm-hmm.
You can see where your bike really is, and our customers love that. Honestly, even if nothing happened on the bike, even if they don't receive any notifications, they just open their app to see, okay, my bike is here,
I just want
great.
to see their bike.
And last but not least, the a trip. Like you can review your trips, your rides. They love that because
Mm.
you can see, oh, I've been there, okay, and I don't know, it's like a biker thing, you know.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm a runner. It's like Strava for runner.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yes.
like Strava for bikers. Exactly, right. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. And there you go. There's sort of three perhaps interesting benefits that they can have. And I feel like these benefits that you have that you've put in this ticker, which is a little distracting, we can put that here and turn this generic statement into some compelling arguments and say something like, you know, protect your bike, relive your rides, and reassure your loved ones all in a single app. So
Mm,
then it's, I'm going to have this one app that makes it easy. And I'm going to be able to do these three things, which are really important for me as a biker.
great. So
Hmm.
that can be a subtitle, and in the title you have like the most easy to use app or for your motorcycle.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the easiest, let me think. The easiest app to protect your motor, the easiest way to protect your motorcycle, because the fact that it's an app is really a detail in the sense that what's important for me as a client, not the tool, but the result. And what is the result is that I protect my bike and that it's simple and easy to do. So it could be something like maybe the easiest all-in-one app the easiest all-in-one app for enthusiastic motorcyclists or something like that. And then you could have, what did we have? Those three benefits: protect your bike 24/7, relive your rides, and reassure your loved ones.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm,
All right.
awesome.
Okay, so then we just have, yeah, okay, explanations for the image. I feel like I get a little frustrated because the image changes before I finish reading the text.
Yes, maybe because your mouse is not on it. I don't know.
Let's see. Let me put my
Okay, we will disable that.
okay, yeah. Or
No,
you
we will disable that
the
autoplay.
scrolling here, sure,
Yeah.
yeah. I would say, yeah, you and again, this is just my personal preference, so I'm not saying that this is particular for the American market. I do find it quite frustrating when there's
Yeah.
automatic, but yeah.
Uh,
But it's good that these arguments are good because you've got it stated very clearly. Always locate your bike, relive your rides, I would say, instead of journeys.
we
Uh,
changed that not so long ago.
was
It
it
was
ride before?
before it was like um, real-time tracking,
Okay.
and I asked ChatGPT to say, okay, please focus on benefits, and we find a way to use different things like always locate your bike.
Yeah,
It's better, it's explicit.
exactly. Yeah. Good job, ChatGPT.
And that was thanks to your webinar.
Okay, awesome. Yay. I'm glad that helped. Okay, so yeah, these are good. They're short, they're quick to understand. We just need to turn off the scrolling.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Ultimate protection, affordable price. I like that. It's clear, it's simple. I'm like, and also because by the time I've gotten to this argument, I know what this product is about now. And now I
Mm.
start maybe asking some questions, but yeah, okay, well, how much does this cost? Affordable price, great, from 17.99 a month. That's great. I like this is detail, but I'm glad you put the dollar
Yeah,
sign in front
yeah, yeah.
after. So
Very, very important. Yeah.
good call on that. Um, 25,000 satisfied riders. Okay. Um, are these real testimonials?
Yeah, so the 25,000 is like our user in the world. It's not in the
That's
US.
fine. That's fine. That
Okay.
doesn't matter. Yeah, that I mean, you've got 25,000 satisfied riders. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So,
And even if it was like a big learning 2 or 3 years ago when we launched GeorRide.com, we had a few customers. So we asked them to put testimonials on it.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah, they are real. So,
Okay.
but our main goal now is to shift from this old business model, like
Hmm.
was like $400,
Yeah.
like a $10 subscription, and now it's sorry only $18 subscription. So
Okay. 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 But yeah, you've got some testimonials from real clients, which is good. And this is great that you have put these up front, and I like how visual it is. The reason this is going to be important is I mean, of course, in Europe also, it's important to have good customer reviews, but in the US, there is very much a culture of user reviews. I mean, Amazon is a perfect example. But there's so many sites, like TripAdvisor, Yelp, all of these things, which in the US can literally make or break a business because yeah, it's that important. So definitely having testimonials, if you can visually represent that with the star system, yeah, that's very good. I'm guessing here I just get more testimonials.
yeah, more and
All
more.
right, great. Nice little American flag. Americans like American flags. So that's a nice little touch. Okay, getting started. I would just change this to something like something that highlights the benefit more. Something like it's super simple to get started,
Okay, great.
just instead of getting started. Because what we always want to be doing is reminding the benefit, the simplicity, making it compelling at every little touch point that you have with your user. Like this is good, easy setup. And I'm guessing that these are videos.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's better. I think we will drop that. In fact, the most well-worked page is the Protect My Bike page because
Okay.
like there will be web
Mm.
stories. Maybe you will see that after.
Okay.
Yes, it's a. I think it's better because
Okay. Yeah.
you see like there is web stories here, like here. The no,
Here.
just yeah. So these
Okay.
are all videos, and maybe it's better than we see just before.
Yeah. And also here, when I first came here, I saw easy setup 15, and my first thought was, oh, it only takes me 15 seconds to set up this thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, wait, there's a video.
Okay.
So it does create just a little bit of confusion.
Yeah.
And again, going back to that idea of Americans, low context, like clarity, we want to
Okay.
avoid any type of confusion possible. Because when we start being confused or asking questions, that's when we start to lose a little bit of that
Focus.
trust and that confidence.
Okay. Huh. Very interesting. Yeah, it's like okay, when you see that, it's just a picture, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, and so that means that maybe even what I would like to see as a user, you're telling me this is super simple to set up. Okay, show me. And
Yeah.
maybe that's what this video is here.
But we will use. I know what we will use. We will use
Okay.
different type of like of I don't know how to say, but
Yeah.
of montage, like different setup of video things, and it will.
Okay. Yeah. I really like this video. I feel like this it's super simple to set up and just have this with a little play button on the video so that I see
Yeah.
that it's a video and I can watch you literally just taking off that back part and putting it in. And I'm like, super, like, I'm literally just putting this thing in a box here. Super simple.
Antoine did a great job.
Good job, Antoine.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. And I feel like this is the only video that you need in this part because it's sort of one section, one message, again, for the sake of clarity and simplicity.
Great.
Okay, great. And then we can remove this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so GeoRide, the ultimate GPS tracker for motorcycle protection and connectivity. This is a general statement for everyone who designs anything tech and puts it on their website.
Yes, this is like
Avoid
the
bombs.
SEO section.
Okay.
It's not like human purpose.
Okay, all right. Okay. I am not going to give you any advice on SEO because it is not something that I master. But if we're going about it from the human perspective, this you would want to rephrase this, and this could be maybe something to take into consideration in your communication on social media or other places on your website. Um, Turning this into plain, simple English. For example, let me read it. GeoRide, the ultimate GPS tracker for motorcycle protection and connectivity. Something like GeoRide, the ultimate GPS tracker that protects and connects your motorcycle. Something like that. That's not the best example, but again, just putting it into very simple language that sounds like if somebody asked you, what does GeoRide do? How would you say that to them and write like you speak? And as
Um,
Americans, yeah, it's very casual, generally in tone.
well, okay, can I get your
Yeah,
advice for one thing?
yeah.
Like before, maybe for 5 or 6 years, we used to market GeoRide as a GPS tracker. And we stopped doing that maybe 1 or 2 years ago
Mhm.
and say that it's a mobile app now. And we find it very useful because um, I think people can now understand better
Yeah. The step is
the products. So, what do you think? Is it better for you to understand that it is an app that connects to your motorcycle to protect it against theft, or like a GPS tracker?
I would say the fact that describing it as an app allows me to visualize how simple it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas if you, all right, it's a GPS tracker, but then I'm left with questions of like, well, how do I set it? I don't know how to set up GPS trackers. How does that work? That sounds complicated. Well, once I do get it set up, how do I actually use it? Whereas an app, everybody knows how to use an app.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, because we thought maybe, or maybe we have to change the website, maybe focus more on GPS tracker, but no,
Mm.
keep
You,
let's keep mobile app.
you could even say something here that's like the ultimate app, that tracks your motorcycle wherever you go or something like that. The ultimate app for protecting, the ultimate app for locating your motorcycle no matter where you are,
Okay.
for example. All right. Does even alert someone tries to um now to my in case of a crash with GeoRide. Okay, this is good because it's all about the benefits. However, I can suggest a little bit about the language here. And what I would say is what I was saying earlier is often think about how you would explain it in the simplest,
Mm.
most plain English. And very often, and this is something that I always, always, always see with speakers of French, Italian, Spanish, etc., is using words that are similar to their native language, which that's normal. I can understand that. But it's going to sound just a little more natural if you use generally 1 to 2 syllable words. That's a general rule of thumb. Like find your motorcycle or see your motorcycle in real time, get an alert if someone tries to steal it. That might be a stronger emotional word. Um, and and instantly notify your loved ones in case of a crash with GeoRide, the ultimate app for motorcycle protection, for example.
Okay, great.
Okay. Let's see,
Yes.
private GPS
You don't
tracker.
have you don't have to check that. It's just SEO purpose, so maybe.
Okay. This is your keyword stuffing. Got
Yeah.
it. All right. GPS okay. Okay, so okay, this is all your SEO stuff.
Yeah.
I would say if you don't want to spend too much time on it, but you do want to make sure that it sounds natural and simple and clear for your American readers, you might want to just run this text through ChatGPT and just say, can you rewrite this text in a third grade level of English? And that way it's going to simplify it and it's going to remove all of these longer, perhaps more Latin-based words.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great tip. Yeah.
Yeah. And even I would say ChatGPT can do a lot of rewriting of things. You can ask it to write in a third grade level of English, ask it to make it more compelling for an American
Yeah,
biker. Yeah.
we already did that, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. Um, okay, and then we get down to the end. Join GeoRide. We believe that every rider should have the freedom to enjoy their passion stress-free, stay safe, and remain connected to those who matter most. Okay, I like that you have a value statement on your homepage. Um, join, even, I mean, you do see this a lot, but you could turn this into something like join the GeoRide movement, especially because that word also really fits in with, especially the image we see, movement, the idea of moving,
Yeah.
but of course, movement like the noun, a collective of people coming together for a common cause. Join the GeoRide movement. We believe that every rider should have the freedom to enjoy their passion, stress-free, stay safe. I would just maybe change the order to have the freedom to mm, to ride safely,
Hmm.
live out their passion, stress-free. I don't like this word stress-free here. I'm trying to think of a synonym here. Have the freedom to
Without
you
stress.
said something early about peace of mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Enjoy their passion with peace of mind.
Mhm.
Stay safe and stay connected to those who matter most.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Now we just got some discover more. Okay, I'm now this is good. This creates a little bit of curiosity. I do want to click there.
But
And
at the end
yeah,
of the page, like only 5% of people will hit the bottom of the
yeah,
page.
exactly. So those who get there, they get a little reward. They get some nice videos. So then we got some benefits, fast and free shipping, fast support, um, continuous, let's see, premium quality, okay. Continuous innovation, I think we can make that more compelling. Mm, always innovating. Turn that
Hmm.
into a verb instead of a noun.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
great.
Okay, looks good. And then we have all that stuff. Okay, so now you have a good to-do
Yeah,
list.
great. Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome. Um, we
The title is the first thing you see, and I think changing it will be great.
exactly. And also, we didn't mention, I missed this earlier. It says, "Who are we?" I would say,
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not a yeah. We plan to edit that in like about us page
exactly.
and modify the about us page, but it's not
Perfect.
available on mobile, so we focused only mainly on homepage and the buy page.
Okay, great. Yeah. The who, yeah, I was going to say, who are we? The classic about us is
Yeah.
good. People recognize it. They know what they're going to get. Who are we creates a little bit of, just, but because it's a question, creates a little bit of a doubt in their mind.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. So now, yeah, you guys can go away and rework your website, and I'll be looking forward to seeing those changes and what
Great.
results from it.
Thank you so much. And what do you think, maybe in
Yeah.
just 1 minute, about the buy page? Because it's
Ah, yeah.
really
Okay.
where people buy the
Yes.
product.
This
It's
is where they
like
make their decision.
the most see page is that one.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, this is good. We've got a good bit of social proof. We're going to change this. Adapter included, lifetime warranty, installs in 5 minutes. I would put this one first
Okay.
and even change it simple 5-minute installation. Again,
Hmm.
reinforcing that idea of simplicity.
Yeah.
Um,
Our main
adapt.
challenge is to understand to our customers that the adapter is included because every other GPS tracker is like 200 and
Oh,
200
right.
dollars. It's not the same business model. So is
Okay.
it clear for you? Yeah?
Okay. If that is important for your users because of other offers, I would, could you even make that even more compelling by say free adapter included?
Yeah.
I mean, you're including it, it's no extra cost, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's free, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple 5-minute installation, free adapter included, lifetime warranty. Three good arguments. GeoRide enhances your ride with security connectivity. Okay, this is good. A good example um, of the difference between, for example, French and
Mm.
American English. French very often does use nouns, where American English, because we like, action and taking action
Yeah.
and moving forward, we will use verbs. So here we might say something like GeoRide makes your ride more secure, more connected, and more of an adventure, for example.
You're right, and it's crazy because we didn't know that, but we saw that a lot,
Yeah,
and now it makes sense. Yes, it's crazy. It's like, yeah,
it's a whole
great.
it's a whole different way of thinking,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really crazy. Yeah.
All
Wow.
right. All right. So simply install our app and adapter on any motorcycle in just 5 minutes. You could even say simply install GeoRide on any motorcycle in just 5 minutes.
Okay,
Make it
great.
just simpler. Um, Again, I'm not a fan of animations because it's distracting. And here is we've got an animation here. We've got 4 different animations here. And what do
Maybe.
we want the buyer to do? We want them to focus on one thing. It's the button. Don't distract from the
Okay.
button, right? Um, get GeoRide today. That's all right. That's already a better call to action than I see on a lot of web pages where it's like discover GeoRide or something like that.
I want to.
Um, Sorry?
You said action in a
Action,
previous
exactly.
webinar,
And this
so
is a good action, but we can make it a little more compelling, which
okay.
is putting the benefit, protect your bike today.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Again, because like that's
Yeah.
great that it's GeoRide, but it's not GeoRide that we want. It's the protection that you offer.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Um, this is super interesting. And when we talked in New York, I was like, that's really impressive. This proof needs to be better highlighted somewhere on even the homepage.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
But it's good to have it here as kind of like a reminder.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Is there a way to turn all
It says videos. There are videos, so
I know they're videos, but they're distracting from the
we can put an image. Yes, we can just have image like that is
a
static.
fixed image. Yeah. Okay. That would be better. Um, but again, I almost want to say they're here. You want them to do one thing. That's click on the
Yeah,
button.
yeah, you're right.
These can maybe these stories, they can be, I'm sure you can find another place on your website to use them, especially if they're interesting. But we want to, I would say maybe if there's one, it would be the easy installation. Because if
Or
they get here and they have one final doubt,
yeah,
it
we,
might
we
be,
can
yeah, but
we
I
can
don't
put
know
it
if this is
just
easy to
under.
use. Hmm?
We can put it just under. But the thing you said about the CTA,
Yeah.
yeah, I think you are absolutely right, and I think we did the same mistake in the French website. So yes, it's great. Okay.
Okay. So you can go and improve your French website too. Right.
And
Um,
after it's almost the same things, and I don't want to abuse of your time. So
yeah. No worries. No. Um, these, yeah, final benefits. Again, maybe just turn your nouns into verbs. Crash detection, alert. in case of crash,
Okay.
for example.
Okay.
Especially because all the other ones are action verbs, almost. Okay. Why GeoRide is the best choice? Best is very subjective.
Mhm.
So maybe you turn that what we offer compared to the competitors.
Hmm.
And then I mean, nobody can argue with that. It's
Okay.
data.
Yeah,
And then you've
you're
got the data here. And best, like I said, it's like, oh yeah, but I really like Apple, For me, that's the best. Even though Apple does nothing compared to you guys, but more subjective, more data driven than your frequently asked questions. Okay.
and we will change that. Yeah.
And then you can change this here.
And these are videos from people in the US. So
Ah,
that's it's GeoRide.
okay. See GeoRide in
The
action.
feeling.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say you could point that out, but as an American coming onto this website, they already assume that this is all in the US. So you wouldn't need to point that out because that's kind of a given for them. Okay. All right. So, and then we've got the same arguments. Okay. All right, now you know what you need to do to
Yeah,
go
it's
and
it's
rework your
bad.
website. Yeah, I would say just as a kind of a summary, some things to keep in mind would be, yeah, that as you guys saw, Americans really approach buying decisions very differently from Europeans. Yes, they want bold claims, but also clear proof. They want to be able to clearly understand how it's going to work with all often an emphasis on it's easy, it's simple, it's convenient, I can trust it. You've got plenty of social proof, which helps to address that. We had that video that shows how simple, and now you just want to kind of reframe the messaging a little bit to resonate with those expectations. But I'm looking forward to hearing about your success in the US market now.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Christina.
All
Honestly,
right. Yeah, you're very welcome and good luck with that.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.